Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Brian for Spooky Laters. Hey, check this out, man. AAXA Technology has sent me the HP3 Halloween Projector. Last year we did the HP2, which is that tiny little guy, but we're going to review today the HP3 Halloween Projector, and we're going to look at the comparisons and give a full detail of how to operate it, and is it worth the money, is it not worth the money? Hang tight and we'll be right back. Alrighty guys, out of the box we have a remote, the power supply, some Amazon basic battery, looks like a AAA, or you can use your very own, doesn't really matter. But with that being said, let's get this out and we'll go through the review. I'll set all this up and then we'll give it a full test and my thoughts and opinions. I love the color scheme on the HP3, but when it comes to convenience and hiding something and not being so conspicuous, the HP2 already kind of takes the lead on that. Another noticeable change from the HP2's version last year is this had power supply was by right there. You can see C-port charge, and it has a little speaker right there, C-port, and then you put your micro SD card right there. Let's see if it focused. There we go. And then there's your little focus dial right there. But I like that. That's cool. The new one obviously has the good old-fashioned snake eyes, whatever you want to call it, but you know, more direct power. But that's okay. Nothing wrong with that either. It already came preloaded. There's your little micro SD card. There's your plugs, the HDMI, USB, audio, you know, headphones and external things like that. What I would like to see is sometimes if you don't have a flat surface, you know, on the bottom of refrigerators, you get those little spin dials that you can adjust to lift it up. That'll be like this, or they'll go back down flat. Maybe some of those type of legs. I think they could probably wing it in there somehow, or some kind of, you know, lifting mechanism that would make it like this. And then you could just tighten it down to bring it back down, however you choose. But that's not that big of an issue either. My thoughts on this are depending on one thing and one thing alone, which I think it's not going to meet my standards, but we'll take a look at the quality and everything like that. So we're going to hit the power button. You can see the light turns green now, and it's warming up. You can hear it. So it's currently out of focus. That light will shut off in a minute, but you can see it well enough. So let's focus it. We're going to turn this dial. I'm assuming this dial right here is the focus. There we go. It's getting there. And so let's go ahead and select this. Let's go with the first one. Hit OK. It's loading. There we go. We have the remote. Here's your volume control.
What are you shooting at?
You can see it on the screen. It does go down. Now you could just go straight to mute. But let me go ahead and turn this light off.
Oh, fresh meat, I mean, yes. I'm sure you're just dying to get started. But first we have a few ground rules. Heed them well if you'd like to remain above.
Okay, so this is facing towards the screen from the projector. Now I'm going to go behind it.
Touching the actors. You don't touch them, they won't touch you.
So this is kind of how it would be projecting from outside, you know, from the outside, and the projector inside your window. So this is the true look.
No smoking, no matches, no lighters, no flashlights or cell phones, no flash photography, no food or beverage.
Let's come back around. So once again, this is the HP3 digital Halloween light projector.
Oh, sorry, Captain. I'll get it next time, I swear. Yeah. Shake your colors, you scurvy scallywags. Put up your white flag. Yeah.
You can do everything from right here on top, you know, just real quick. You don't need the remote but it does come handy, especially if you're going to use it more on the outside, you know, for an outside display or something like that. It's up to you. But here's my biggest downfall right now in regards to this. You have to use an external audio cable. This is not Bluetooth compatible, and that is a big no-no for me. So, with that being said, this definitely is going to just be upstairs in my loft, projecting visual effects through the window upstairs, because no audio is going to be really needed, because I'm going to be running one on the outside with audio. And let me show you what I mean, why it's a big letdown for some, you know, something new. You enhanced it, but you did make it bigger, but also it's not Bluetooth compatible. With HP2, it's a smaller unit, and yet it has full Bluetooth capabilities, which hooks up to external speakers real quick, and you don't have to run additional lines. Here we have the HP2, okay, which was last year's version. It's small, it's compact, it's adorable. I could adjust, so the adjustments that I was saying with the feet on that one, you know, I could adjust this little tripod and, you know, shift it and make it up and down, left and right, any way I want, so that it gets really focused onto the screen. And it's real simple to use as well. All right, so we're powering up. You can hear it kind of making a sound. Should start projecting in a second. There we are. So you see it's slightly off. It's kind of going way up there. But all I have to do is just, you know, bend this like this, and you see right there. So the further I bring this back, which I'll bring it back as far as I can, that I'm going to do, obviously the picture becomes bigger. So with that being said, let's kind of fine tune it right here, just with this little spin wheel on the back right here. There we go. That's pretty sharp right there. Okay, but I'm gonna hook it up to this little speaker right here, and then that's the benefit of having a Bluetooth connectivity. I love the eyeball.
Oh, fresh meat, guests. I'm sure you're just dying to get started. But first we have a few ground rules. Keep them well if you'd like to remain above ground. Alright, kitty winkies, no touching the actors. You don't touch them, they won't touch you. No touching the props or the sets. No running, pushing or shoving. No profanity.
Final thoughts. I am going to have to go with a drum roll, please. The HP2 is by far 10 times better than this. This is smaller, more compact, portable, connects to Bluetooth. As you saw, I had a little speaker, I hooked it up. More inconspicuous, you can hide it in spots. This is perfect. This, you have to use an external audio hookup, and if you're going to intend to use it on the outside, then you got to run. You either have to have some portable speakers, and you're going to have an auxiliary cord going to it. This isn't bad overall if you just want a quick projector to do something from the inside out, inside your loft or your foyer windows or something like that, without audio, and you just kind of want to project that during your Halloween. Then this is going to be a great projector, because you just mount, hook it up, put it on a stand or a shelf or something, just project it to the window. That's really all I see with this. The HP2 is priced a little less and has more functionality. So I got to go with the HP2. Nice try, AAXA technology. This just didn't work for me, but I do love this one. And people, I highly recommend, if anything, get the HP2, because it's really conspicuous if you want outside something. And you'll see this year when I do my Halloween hunt, I'm going to project from outside somewhere and just put one of those little speakers right next to it, or wherever I want to put that speaker, so that sound comes from there, but not too far away from the actual device itself. I think it's about 10 feet. It has a good about 10 feet range before it starts to kind of crackle and cut out a little bit. But this, you just have to put, speakers, and it's a little bulkier, but like I said, it's a great product to put inside your house and with no expectations of audio, because the audio is not that great on this. To me, this audio is better than the HP3. All right, so hopefully I helped you out with this. This is something new to me that I'm going to put in my Halloween haunts this year. I am going to have a lot of digital projections, some with audio, some without. So it's really how you it's really how you intend on using it. Me, I'm going to have a little mix of everything. So this is Brian from Spooky Laters. Until next time, I'll see you next video. Stay spooky, my friends.